Any actors or theater kids here tonight? Yeah? You? What's your name?
Claudia.
Claudia. What was the last thing you were in, Claudia?
Thoroughly modern Billy.
Thoroughly Modern Billy?
Yeah.
Where?
Where?
Yeah, like Broadway or off?
Oh, high school.
And who did you play?
One with a New York accent. I don't even remember her name.
I think you mean ensemble? Did you do a New York accent in the show?
They made me. I can't do it anymore. It was terrible.
No, I want to hear it because that's where I'm from, and I want to assess if I can be offended.
I've retired it so far deep I would, but I don't think I have it in me anymore.
I have a feeling it's racist somehow. She's like, I can't do it without the makeup, you know? Do you miss it?
Sometimes, not that often. I can't
Yeah.
lie. No.
You don't have to lie to me. I wasn't. Tell me you miss it. Tell me you miss the lights and the applause. Did you tap in that?
I did.
You did.
I was the dance captain, yep.
Wow. Okay. You undersold yourself.
I know.
Do you still dance?
No.
Yeah.
I tried that too.
Do you do anything with your life? What do you do now?
I'm a dental student.
Okay.
I know.
Do you ever use your theatrical skills when you're taking care of a patient?
Honestly, today, yeah.
What happened today? You walk in like, forget about the pain. Let's go get us a slice of the pizza. New York. And he's like, actually, the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Oh, it's done? Oh, thank you. How did you use it?
Okay, when someone's being not that great, but you gotta keep them going to get them out the door, eventually you put on like that happy face that you can only derive out of your high school theater kid self. You know?
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean they're behaving poorly? That you have to, you're like, wait a second, I have to get into character for this really quick.
Like, I don't know, they want like the world done in one day. They want full face implants. They have their teeth are rotten out, they just want whitening. They just want whitening. You're like, I can't ethically do that.
Sure. That's like when you go to a hairdresser and you're like, can you make me look like Brad Pitt? But they do it to you and they're like, can you make this look like Brad Pitt? And you have to be like, no! Get the fuck out!
I've had a big week. I moved to Los Angeles on Sunday. Yeah, they gave me a real warm welcome. Feels like moving to New York on September 10th, 2001. There, you know, we were getting a lot of emergency alerts on our phone, and at some point we thought we were safe in our neighborhood, and then we got this alert. Everyone got this alert in Los Angeles that was like, evacuate right now. And then 5 minutes later we got another alert that said, disregard the last alert. It was only one specific area. You don't need to worry about it. It made me realize it was probably a really good time to start kidnapping some kids. I could get an alert right now, be like 1,000 kids have been kidnapped across Los Angeles. I'd be like, it's probably just one kid in Utah somewhere. Don't even think about it. What's so crazy is I left New York City partially because it's a mess over there. You know, I moved from New York to Los Angeles. I mean, there's all sorts of shit going on in New York. There was that woman who, she was on the subway and she was on fire. I guess she just moved there from Los Angeles. And the NYPD did fucking nothing to help her. As opposed to the LAPD, they ran right into those fires with their, you know, flame repellent parking tickets. And now everyone's blaming the fires on. Here's what it is to me. I feel like the same kind of people that would blame natural disasters on like gay marriage being legalized are the exact same people who blame fires now on DEI. Like that's honestly, it's people talk about DEI the same way they used to talk about God. They're like, it's everywhere. They act like because the fire department chief or whatever, she's a lesbian. They act like there's never been a fire before this woman got into power. I mean, I don't know who's in charge of the fire department during the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire, but I doubt it was a lesbian in 1911. Maybe she sucks. I don't know if she fucking sucks, but that's the first thing they go to is, oh, she's gay, like as if that's the problem. No one ever talks that way about. No one ever says, wow, our country's really fucked up right now. Maybe it's, I mean, my God, 44 white guys. Maybe we're not electing the best presidents for the job. No, it's so preachy. I don't like it. You saw that one news reporter that they got mad at him because he was like in a fire jacket, and then he turned and they had clothespins, and they were like, how could he worry about his looks at a time like that? That's his job. He's being sexy under duress. He's actually doing it. That's what we wanted. We wanted them to be sexy. What, did you want him to fucking fight the fires? His mascara would run. I sometimes think, as I get older, I think about like the ways that they taught us the government worked in school, and then the realities. And I go like, why did they teach us that first version ever? I mean, it really is like, it's like a Santa Claus type. Like, do you remember when you thought, like I remember when I was a kid, they talked about freedom of speech. And you're like, freedom of speech, that means say whatever you want, whenever you want. And then you got in high school, and then they go, actually, asterisk. I teacher once said, you've heard the phrase maybe, your freedom to wave your fist stops at the tip of my nose. Which is it's a very delicate way of saying careful criticizing the Jews. Do you remember when you thought judges were impartial? Do you remember? I remember. And then one day, I swear it was like 8th grade or something, your teacher was like, well, there's Democrat judges and Republican judges. You're like, what the fuck? That doesn't make sense. That's like saying there's a ruler and one side measures things in inches and the other side says how long you're allowed to be before you can't be aborted. It's so... I still can't believe that fucking, oh, what's his name? What's the Supreme Court justice that they caught him getting the vacations? Clarence Thomas. He was getting all these donations from some billionaire. Harlan Crow. Yeah, of course, bow tie guy. And Harlan Crow. I was with him this afternoon. But yes, you said the Nazi guy, and here's why people say that, because they found at one of Harlan Crow's many mansions, he had one room that was filled with Nazi memorabilia. And let me just say this, and I say this as a Jew. I'm okay with one Nazi memorabilia. Have you ever seen a Hitler dollar? They're fascinating. No, honest, they're like our money, but obviously with a different white supremacist. And what I enjoy about the joke is it works in England, it works in Australia, it works in Canada. I think it's like you have one historical, but you have enough to play a game of Nazi Monopoly. But I also, at the same time, I don't think it's fair to say that if you have Nazi memorabilia, that means you inherently are a Nazi. And let me just hear me out for 1 second. Bill Cosby. And I know. Just wait a second. Bill Cosby. Not a lot of people know this, but when he turned 77 years old, he filmed a special for Netflix called 77. He filmed it. It was edited. It was going to be released. There were previews, so they were going to release it Thanksgiving weekend, so you could watch it with the family. And then obviously all the the accusations kind of all bubbled up and the criticism, and basically Netflix, they dropped it. They did not release the special 77. Now, I'm not saying I have a copy of 77 on my computer. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if I did, it wouldn't mean that I'm a predator or that I condone Bill Cosby. It's just I'm a comedian, and I admire the craft, and there's a fascination. So I'll just say in the same way, these people that have Nazi memorabilia, it doesn't mean they are a Nazi. It just means they're a fan of Hitler's work. To be in Paris. Obviously, I'm a little anxious about the bed bugs. That's what everyone warned me about. But I'm from New York. We have bed bugs in New York. I've had them. I've been bitten by bed bugs. But it's worse getting bit by bed bugs in France because they use tongue. My parents are divorced. Did someone say me too? Yeah? You're the only one in the whole room? How old were you when your parents got divorced?
It was in March 2020, so I was still 19.
Holy shit, it happened in March 2020?
My dad left the house in December 2018.
Okay, and then he went to Wuhan. And then he came back. You wish, oh good.
He was a piece of shit.
Okay.
I found out by accidentally opening his email from some bitch on renaughty.com.
Sure. The way you felt when you had to realize all that trauma at once? That's how all of us feel right now. I went to the Louvre today. Someone said, why? You guys are spoiled. I went to the Louvre. It was incredible because there were all these statues, of course, where all these statues where their cocks are out, their tits are out, their ass. And then there were like all these like school field trips just going around. And that's not weird. I understand that's not weird for you. But in America, we're way more prude about this stuff. There are certain schools in America where they won't even show pictures of some of these naked statues in schools because they think it's explicit. And being here, I realize how stupid it is. I mean, especially I really do believe that high schoolers are mature enough to watch me jack off to statues. Who here is from America originally? Whoa. What's your name? Omar. What made you come here?
I'm studying in New York for the semester.
Oh, and you hook up with any Frenchies? Not yet. Are you trying? What does this mean? What was that?
Half and half.
Half and half. Okay. What are you studying?
Political science.
Political science. What's the point? You're gonna figure it out. No one else can figure this shit out but you. Yeah. You. Sort of getting French pussy. You're gonna figure out how the world works. Sure. My girlfriend and I, we first met towards the end of 2020. A little bit after your parents. And I remember for a long time it was very casual. We were just hooking up. There was no talk of boyfriend, girlfriend. Nothing. It wasn't really going anywhere. It was everything I've ever wanted. And then one night I took her to my favorite Italian restaurant in New York. This place called Sbarro. And I've always wanted to tell this joke in France because we were sitting there. And suddenly this French guy, I assume he was a tourist, but he walked up, he saw us eating, and he was like, "Excusez-moi, are you two boyfriend, girlfriend?" Because you would have the most beautiful babies in the entire world. Au revoir. And he turned into a baguette. And then she turned to me and she was like, she said, you know, we've been seeing each other for a couple months. I think maybe we should talk about where this relationship is going. And I was like, shalom, and I turned into a matzo ball and I followed the baguette all the way back to Paris. And we're boyfriend girlfriend now. I'm glad for that, but I still get terrified every time I go on a date that this French motherfucker is just gonna pas de bourrer up and be like, excusez-moi, wouldn't it be cheaper to live together? Au revoir! When we're making love, I'll see him in the window like, I poked a hole in the condom. Au revoir!